Hello.
Hello.
And welcome back to Synchronicity.
Welcome to Synchronicity. It hasn't been a long time for our listeners, but it's been a rather long time for us.
Yeah, we haven't filmed in a couple weeks, or recorded in a couple weeks, I should say. So we had some episodes in the can, as they would say, for our show. And Michael, you can see if you're watching on video, and probably can hear in the audio, that we are in person.
We are together in person. We're not on a Zoom call. I am down here for my birthday week. And basically Leslie just said, get the fuck out. Well, I need my alone time.
Leslie, if you're new to the show, welcome. Leslie is our mother. She's a big topic of conversation on this show. And yes. Leslie had the suggestion of having Michael come down for his birthday week.
And she didn't say that she was going to have a week off, because I just realized that's midwinter break. This week is midwinter break for NY public schools.
Yeah, she didn't mention that. She just thought it'd be super fun for Michael to come down for his birthday and stay with us for a week. Did she ask initially? No. She was just like, this would be a great idea, and then didn't ask. But then eventually asked, and then when she was cozy at home, she said, I have a week off of work.
Yeah, so she had an ulterior motive.
She really roped us.
Yeah, she roped us in. But we're happy to be together. I'm happy to be spending my birthday week with my nephew, my brother-in-law, and Christina, of course. Even though she's going to be gone in NYC for my birthday.
Only for the first half of the day.
First half of the day.
My God. I scheduled the meeting very early, and then I'll be back.
Okay. Well, this is kind of an old topic now, but Beyonce won Album of the Year, and Billie Eilish fans are upset. And you and me you cried. I saw the photos of yourself crying.
Yes, I did. Beyonce is my number one.
Same.
She is my everything. I did get tickets to Cowboy Carter.
She did get Cowboy Carter tickets. Okay, spent way too much money. Spent way too much money.
Yes, I did. I was on FaceTime with Michael as I acquired them.
Yeah.
But yes, Beyonce won Album of the Year. Beyonce is the most influential artist of over the past 30 years, and she's not won any Albums of the Year. Billie Eilish, I respect, I love, I really enjoy her music, but there's no comparison to Cowboy Carter in my mind. And
same here. And I just started listening to Billie's music and started respecting her as an artist with this album that came out.
Sure.
And her fan base, other than my friend who really loves her and saw her in LA and loves Billie Eilish because she's an LA girl, that's what she said. I really just think she started to come into her own this year. Last year. And, it's just like she's won enough awards. She has 2 Oscars under her belt, and she's not even 23.
Yeah, I mean, that's an amazing accomplishment. I think it's amazing and wonderful. But I'm sorry, I'm just not going to argue against Beyonce and Billie Eilish. I don't think they're in the same comparison.
They're not in the same category at all.
And Billie Eilish was crying because she was so happy for all these people. She's crying because she lost. I was like, no, she's crying because she's happy for this person who's worked over 30 years to achieve this goal that she's been snubbed for time and time and time again. And yeah, so I'm just going to say that Beyonce has worked so unbelievably hard, and she has created incredible pieces of art, and to be sitting in a room with so many people who are inspired by her work, who she's collaborated with over and over and over again. You're watching the Shakira performance, and Beyonce's dancing to it, and it's she's collaborated with Shakira. Lady Gaga won a Grammy. She did the halftime show with Bruno Mars and Chris Martin, who did the Remembrance. There's just artists. Alicia Keys got the Dr. Dre Award. She did Love Song with Alicia Keys. She's worked with her. Alicia Keys mentioned her sister. Beyonce is an incredibly influential artist.
I love that shout out that Alicia Keys did. She shouted out Solange, because I love Solange.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
And yes, Solange is incredible. But yeah, I will know. I don't think I would need to debate this at all. Like, this is not a debate.
It's not a debate. It's not up for discussion.
Yeah, like, I just don't think that this is like. I don't want to have the conversation anymore. She won it. Yeah, she deserved it. Duh. Like, no shit. She won it.
She deserved it. She's going on tour. And her tour had how many people, like, in line for the queue for the pre-sale tickets?
Let me just talk to you directly, Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
So, what are we doing here? Why are we making it so hard to get tickets to things? Dynamic pricing, yes, the artist has to agree to dynamic pricing. And yes, the tickets are going to go up in demand. But let me just say, if somebody signs up for... I'm just going to be going a rant right now.
Is this your rant on Ticketmaster? Okay.
Okay.
Let them know.
If somebody signs up to purchase tickets and they have a special code to unlock said tickets, I would enjoy if before they even get in a queue, they have to use the code. Okay? It's not trying to get into a queue to wait to use the code. It's use the code to be allowed to in the queue and then use the code again to unlock the tickets. Because let me just say, when I looked at the Houston show, why were there 90,000 people in front of me in the queue? That is insane. And if that many people signed up for the Beehive presale, that's great. But holy hell, it was a war out there. And
I'm not going. I'm taking that TikTok that's saying Blackbird singing from the parking lot. That's what I'm going to be doing.
I will be at MetLife Stadium.
MetLife Stadium. Okay, don't rub it in. And she's already seen her. She's already seen her.
Once, like 10 years ago.
10 years ago, I know, but still.
Sorry, I regretted not going to the Renaissance tour.
She's seen Lady Gaga. Who didn't regret going to Renaissance if you couldn't afford it?
Why are you yelling? Oh my God. Anyway, okay. So there's some highlights from the Grammys other than Beyonce winning.
The Grammys was like also just like a musical. It was like there was zero attention to the awards. It was mostly performances, and there were people who were saying, "Oh, I love this new format this year," and I was just like, me and Christina were not having it. We're like, are they going to give out awards?
Well, I just don't know if the Grammys is an award show or a musical celebration for the year, and I think it's an amalgamation of the two. But I felt like when I was watching it, I was like, okay, I feel like we didn't see very many awards.
We didn't.
And it's just performance after performance, and like I enjoyed it, but I was like, it's the Grammy Awards. Like, I want to see who's winning stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I would have loved to see Miley Cyrus and Beyonce's win on camera, on screen. That was my favorite song off the album.
100%. Let me just say, a big highlight for me was seeing Gloria Estefan.
Yeah.
That was great.
And your kid loves Gloria Estefan, Chipmunk's version of Conga.
He sure does.
He loves Conga. Come on, baby. Conga.
He loves it. But, yeah, I think that... I'm good with the Grammy wrap-up now.
I'm good with the Grammy wrap-up.
Anything else you have to add?
Benson Boone.
You are yelling, Michael.
Benson Boone. I have a natural theater voice. I project. I was taught to project when I took acting classes. Okay. I was a theater major, and you're supposed to project, so I naturally am loud.
The mic is going to pick it up.
Okay. Let it pick it up. Let it pick up my beautiful voice.
It's just
la 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 la. I think you're too quiet.
That's because I can see the levels on the mic, and when you're talking, it's like the maximum. Okay. One of the things, Benson Boone in his little flippy flip, in his little
flippy outfit.
Yeah. Okay. I don't really want to talk about the Grammys anymore.
I don't want to talk about the Grammys because they were 2 weeks ago. Can we talk about the Super Bowl?
Yeah, the Eagles won.
Eagles won and how hot Jalen Hurts is?
Before we talk about the Super Bowl, here's the thing. You know what's so interesting, Michael? Is I didn't know you were a football girly.
I'm only a football girly on the actual Super Bowl date. There's no way I give a fuck about football like every 364 days of the year. I don't have a set team except the Eagles now because my friend Nick, shout out Nick, what's up? He is also an Eagles fan, and it wasn't until the Eagles destroyed the fuck out of the 49ers that I really respected the shit out of that team.
Okay, great. I mean, for those of you who are listening, I'm a Buffalo Bills fan. I am a Bills fan.
I'm also a Bills fan, and I was really hoping the Bills would make it to the Super Bowl just because I live in New York. So I was hoping either like...
Well, we're the only team in New York. Thank you very much.
Oh, dang. Okay, you just did the Giants fans dirty.
Sure did.
Damn.
But yes, the loss for the Buffalo Bills. I couldn't even watch the game. I was so not like sick to my stomach.
Well, because you lived in Buffalo, so like you've been around that fandom.
Yeah, it's the best. Anyway, I didn't know you were a football girly until you started posting on your Instagram, and you were like, "Yeah, did you see that touchdown?" And then you were like texting me, and I was like, because I had it on just to see, because I didn't want to see the Chiefs winning. No offense, Chiefs fans, but it's kind of the worst.
MAGA Mahomes. We didn't want to see it. We didn't want to see no MAGA Mahomes winning.
It's pretty embarrassing.
It's so how embarrassing for you, Chiefs. How embarrassing for you.
Wow, the aggression.
Yeah. No, it was. I mean, he got a shout out from the president, and, you know, it's just not a good look. And honestly,
it's embarrassing.
Morality was not on your side.
No!
Everyone was rooting against you.
Literally. And, like, every time they sacked him, whoa.
That was beautiful.
It was beautiful. And
they're an aggressive ass team. The Eagles do not play.
That was incredible. Will this be the only time we talk about football until the next Super Bowl?
Yes. Absolutely.
Absolutely. But Michael was just like...
I was updating on plays and touchdowns.
Literally, you could put you in the booth in ESPN. You got the little headset. I was
interception. I was like, did you see that interception? Like, I know the terms, even though I'm just watching the game and picking it up from the announcers. Yeah, I wasn't even tuned into the halftime performance, which was brilliant. But incredible. Incredible halftime performance.
And if you didn't think it was incredible, you're wrong, and
you're racist. Get it. You're racist.
No. You pick up a book, read some history.
Yeah, 40 acres and a mule, bitch.
Okay, wow. And the only thing I'm upset about is the possible return of flare jeans, okay?
That is the only thing I'm upset about, and they were bell-bottoms. Let's be real. They were bell-bottoms. I was like, Kendrick rocking the bell-bottoms.
He looks so cute. He's so cute.
He's so little.
He's so teeny tiny little. He's so cute.
Love him, little Kendrick.
I love him. He's like Cedric, and I'm like, oh. Look at you. Good for him.
Yes, he's had a year.
I mean,
2025, and then I think he's gonna sweep the Grammys again because I listened to GNX and it was really good.
Wow. So okay, yeah, the football season is over. Did I ever think we'd be discussing football
on this show? No. We still don't know who this podcast is for.
Absolutely not. Okay, so you're here because Leslie wanted you to come so she could take a break.
Yes.
And we're kind of contemplating if Leslie might have a boo thing.
A boo thing? We think like, Mom, do you have a boo thing?
Hey, Mom, I know you're the only person
who listens to this podcast, so do you have a boo thing?
Do you have a boo thing? Do you have a boo thing?
Do you have a boo thing?
And... we also, one of the topics that I have is Mom's boyfriend who fought in Nam, dead or alive.
He's alive.
He's alive because apparently
even though
she spoke to him on the phone recently. Which
no, that
Michael
was like a year ago.
Yeah, leave her alone.
That was a year ago, and honestly, like surprised that he's alive because of how much he smokes like a chimney.
And because he was impacted by Agent Orange. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Appreciate it.
Vietnam veterans.
Well, generally, yes.
And veterans.
But that guy, you were kind of not the greatest.
So. No.
Thank you for your service, but leave our mom alone.
Leave her mom alone.
Yeah. I also want to talk, I know this is one of the topics in relation to Leslie.
What?
That we really wanted to examine, and we wanted to we're concerned.
We are concerned.
And that
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that is about Leslie's sugar consumption.
Oh, okay, yeah, her sugar. I'm concerned about two things: her stockpiling.
I did have that as a
You have her. I had her stockpiling up on my notes too. If we weren't using my phone, I would do that. We have like 35 pounds of cocoa powder right now.
It's alarming.
We have 3-gallon jugs. Oh, no, they're not gallons, but they're 2 pounds. They're 3 32-ounce jugs of maple syrup from Canada because she was worried about the tariffs. The Canadian tariffs. So her first thing was like, let me get the maple syrup.
Yeah, and she FaceTimed me telling me to purchase maple syrup. And I just want to say, like, my husband's family is from Vermont, and we live in Maine. And so we purchase a lot of our maple syrup, and the majority of our maple syrup from Vermont.
Do you know my therapist has a maple tapper? She has a maple tapper Connect. She's like, you should get yourself one of those. Like, our last session, she was like, you should get yourself a maple tapper Connect. Because that's, like, a sweet deal. And I was like, oh, okay, I gotta look into this.
Michael, that's crazy.
Isn't it?
What are you talking about?
A maple tapper, like someone
I
who
know
got...
what a maple tapper is. But why is your therapist suggesting you go out and tap maple trees? You live in a city.
No, she is saying that, like, you should get yourself someone who taps maple trees so you can get a good discount on maple syrup.
Hold on. Is a maple tapper a roll?
It's a roll, yeah. You don't know this even though you're the one who consumes, like, the most maple syrup, like you and your husband.
It's definitely my husband.
Yeah, and that's why she got the maple syrup, because your husband is so picky. She wanted to get the maple syrup because you guys...
this is another thing. You know, she's like, let me get this thing for somebody else. Let me spend my money and then blame it on other people.
Yeah.
But, okay, I didn't know that... So that's a job, you're saying. I thought you meant it was the spout connecting to trees, and I thought your therapist was like, hey, go outside. Find yourself a sugar bush.
No.
Start tapping.
My therapist was not telling me to be the maple tapper. She's saying to get someone who taps maple trees.
I literally thought you were like being instructed to go make your own
No,
maple
not
syrup.
my therapist.
And I was like imagining her whole setup. I was like, wait, does she make her own maple syrup?
No.
On the side of being a therapist?
No.
Well, hold on. So... how did this come up in your session? Because
I talked about Leslie stockpiling for the Nazi takeover apocalypse.
Right. I mean, honestly, legit.
Legit. Her stockpiling is legit. You guys should stock up on avocados while you can. Yeah, you know?
Okay, and then I love that your therapist was like, you need to find
a maple tapper. No, she's like, if you can get yourself a maple tapper... then you're in the clear. Like, it's good business. It's like she has a Connect. She's serious about her maple syrup. She's from upstate New York. She does not play.
This is what I'm saying. You both are like making fun of how serious we are about maple syrup, but that's how it goes here.
Yeah.
And okay.
In the Northeast, it's really, you guys don't play.
No, so hold on. I still have so many questions. So did she just mention this casually, get yourself a maple tapper? And did she mention any more information about something?
No. She was just like, if you can find yourself a maple tapper.
Well, yes, there are several local farms that will sell maple syrup. Like, that's how we get it, from local people.
Yeah.
We don't just go out. I mean, we go to the store and buy it sometimes, but, like, there are farms that sell maple syrup, or, like, at farmers market.
All throughout here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in, like, Maple Syrup Central. So, isn't it funny that our mom got so much from Sam's Club instead of just going to a local farm? Probably because she would have had to pay more. She, like, you know, she's thrifty. She likes a good deal. I'm thrifty, too. And it was only, like, $7.99.
Okay.
So...
wow, $7.99. For how much?
For 32 ounces.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so, and it wasn't going to be that way. It's not that way anymore, I can tell you now.
It's really, I don't even know.
The tariffs on Canada. And have you been watching these TikToks that said that we're going to go to war with Canada?
Yeah, I sure have. Canadians being like, did you know that we're, like, preparing for war?
For war? And I'm like, dang, Canadians, are you going to grab a hockey stick at me? What are you going to
do? No, we love Canada. And we love Canadians. And our president sucks ass.
Yes.
And our federal government is awful right now.
Yes, what federal government?
Literally.
Really?
And we didn't even know that this was happening. Yeah, I hate it here.
Yeah, I hate it here too. But at least I'm in, like, even though I'm in rural, like, deep red New York, like, I still love that. I thank God that I live in a blue state, thank God.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, honestly, I don't know how y'all are doing. I've lived in a red state. I lived in Texas twice in my life. Mm-hmm. And, like, honestly, even though it elected an independent mayor, it was still, like, any slight chance of nonconformity, like, they just call out.
Yeah, it's crazy. Rough. I hope that everyone's okay. And, I know we've been hearing about, like, every cut after cut of federal workers, and it's just, like, appalling and abysmal and illegal.
It's illegal!
And one thing I would love to say is, I understand the Democrats are doing, like, due process, but I'd love for y'all to get a little nasty, okay?
Yeah.
Get out there and just get nasty. And honestly, if we could have some sort of big shutdown economically or something that we can do as the people.
Well, there's a boycott on February 28th.
Oh, I did hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to participate in that. But I think we need, like, a mass sustained boycott instead of just one day.
Yes, absolutely. Because that's the only thing that's going to work. I wasn't expecting us to get into that.
No.
Okay, mom's sugar consumption.
So she's been stockpiling for the Nazi takeover apocalypse. And also her sugar consumption is out of control. Love you so much, Mom. Love you, Leslie. But, like, honestly, like...
Well, while you're gone, she's shoveling.
She's shoveling sugar. She said she didn't eat anything yesterday. I was on the phone with her and she didn't eat anything. I'm like, what did you have? Was that who you were talking to last night? Yeah, that's who I was talking to last night. Because she, apparently her car, she's having car trouble. She may not even be able to come down on my birthday.
Oh. But, she's probably stuffing some gummies in her
mouth. She probably has a candy stash that I don't know about again.
Yeah, we've discovered that she ate 90
Airheads by herself.
By herself in the course of, like, a month.
Yeah.
It's getting dire in these streets.
Yeah.
And we would like to make this plea to Leslie. Please, calm it down.
Calm it down, girl.
We don't want you to overdo it. We don't need you to have your teeth fall out.
No. Yeah, we love you. What's wrong?
What's going on?
What's going on? I mean, we know what's going on.
Yeah.
But, there are other ways other than just binging on a bunch of candy to deal with stuff. Go for a walk. You always say go for a walk, and it just pisses us off. It pisses us off. And she's going to go for a walk with the weather that Central New York's been having.
How did this turn on me?
She's going to go for a walk with the weather that Central New York's been having. Literally, there is snow up to our bathroom window right now. There's snow covering half our bathroom window.
Take a step outside,
and she was falling 4 to 5 times yesterday. I was on the phone with her. She kept falling and falling because the snow was up to her knees, Christina. So she's going to take a walk. She's going to take a walk.
This is our first fight on the show.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I mean, we have a treadmill. Granted, she could do that. I don't know where the remote is.
I love how you're yelling at me when she literally has a treadmill.
Well,
I have a treadmill. For a walk.
I have a treadmill. So I have to
That's an option for a walk.
Yeah,
like, is she gonna go for a walk? No, she can walk on the treadmill.
She could do her Leslie Sansone DVDs.
Oh, my queen.
Love a Leslie Sansone.
She helped me during my gestational diabetes.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You used to do that when you were pregnant with Liam.
Yeah, and Nils used to do it with me.
Walk, walk, walk. Walk, walk, walk.
The best.
Love that. I want to get back into that. Mom still has a DVD player. I think I'll get back into that in the spring.
I really hope she's not a Trumper.
Who, Leslie Sansone?
Yeah.
I don't think she's a Trumper.
Oh.
She has all the signs of being a Trumper, but, like, honestly, I think Leslie Sansone knows better. At least we hope you do, Leslie Sansone.
Leslie.
Yeah. So what else do you got going on besides mom's sugar addiction?
Well.
Get help.
Well, as you know, I've stumbled into anglerfish talk.
Oh, I don't want to talk. Oh, we're going to talk about the anglerfish.
So, for those of you who don't know what an anglerfish is, it's that really scary deep sea fish that has, like, the unhinged jaw and, like, crazy teeth coming from up both below and above that look like a cage, and then it's got the thing sticking from its head, and it's a little light, and that's a female anglerfish. And the male
Do the males have the light?
No, the male anglerfish just gets stuck and absorbed into the female anglerfish's body.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They're boss bitches.
Okay.
And, ew, I hate that I just said that. Anyway.
I'm a bitch. I'm a boss.
Okay. There's this beautiful little queen anglerfish.
And they're really small. I did not know they were really small.
What I was going to say.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, this beautiful tiny anglerfish, because apparently they only grow to be 5 inches big. Like 5
I thought they were ginormous.
Me too. Every depiction of an anglerfish has them as huge.
In Finding Nemo, isn't it like ginormous? Well,
now
too?
I'm thinking in relation to a clownfish that is quite big.
Yeah.
But this anglerfish came from the depths of the ocean to the surface. Think about how long her journey was.
Okay.
She came to the surface of the ocean, and this is the first reported sighting of an anglerfish coming to the surface, and she died. Yeah,
she was dying. And everyone's making like memes.
Yeah, Michael, she wanted to see our light.
She wanted to see the light.
She was tired of making light of her own, so she wanted to come see ours.
She wanted to see the light of the world, and that was her dying wish.
And she's so little.
She's so little.
And she was so cute, and
everyone's being real OD on social media with her. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's also a little concerning.
Michael,
it's a little concerning.
Is all we have to hold on to right now.
Okay.
Is this little life of this anglerfish, this beautiful little soul that just wanted a moment to come see the rest of the world.
A moment in the sun.
A moment in the sun. I'm going to cry.
You're going to cry, really?
I was tearing up about it earlier.
You were?
Yes.
Wow.
What a beautiful story. Yeah. So I've been on Anglerfish Talk. I've
been on Onijah Robinson Talk.
I'm very concerned about her.
I'm very concerned about Onijah Robinson. If you all don't know, Onijah Robinson she's younger than me. She's 33 years old. She's a 33-year-old black woman who catfished someone in Pakistan, a 19-year-old in Pakistan with a Nicki Minaj filter. And then she flew all the way to Pakistan to his house. And once he answered the door, he realized that she did not look like Nicki Minaj. And him and his family bounced. And she was protesting by staying on his property. And people in the neighborhood got to know her. And Pakistani officials got to know her. And Pakistan treated this woman like a queen. And then she was supposed to catch a flight to New York. She had been there until October.
Since October?
Yes, since October of 2024.
Okay.
And then in January, at the end of January, she finally left for New York, but she was like, "Hold up, I'm going to get a visa to go to Dubai." But then she was playing too much in Dubai, and she was going back on her plane, and then officials in Dubai caught her because there was footage of her cussing people out the way she had been in Pakistan. But in Dubai, you can't do that. They have stricter laws. So now she's in jail, and we're so worried about Free Onijah.
We're not.
I'm totally worried about Onijah. No, a lot of people are worried about her.
I am worried about her. I don't want her to be treated poorly,
obviously. Yeah.
But I don't think you can just go around the world and yell at people.
For money. Yeah, asking for money.
Well,
if you're a boss bitch, you can.
And catfish people.
Have you seen her, the halal video?
No. Michael, you are in the depths of this.
Yeah, I'm in the depths of Onijah Talk. You're on fucking Anglerfish Talk.
I am, okay? I want to be very sensitive about this, but I had heard she was having a manic episode.
She was having a manic episode, but she got what she wanted. That's a successful manic episode. As someone who has had a mental breakdown and has just ended up, medicated with extra care due to a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
I didn't end up with a new bag and a ticket to Dubai. Like, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, but then she got arrested in Dubai.
Yeah,
so
she got
is it
arrested.
actually that awesome? Like, is the manic episode going well for her?
It's not going well anymore.
Not.
She reached too far to the sun. She should have just, honestly, just ended it at Pakistan. Pakistan treated her like a queen. Have you seen the video of her and Shabana?
Who's Shabana?
Shabana is the officer who took care of her in the hospital.
No, I haven't seen any of this.
You haven't?
I did see the statement that I think they're like governor or something.
Yeah, I sent that to you.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't a governor. He's a humanitarian activist who was trying to help her, and she was just treating him like shit.
I mean, he said he knew that she was not very mentally well, or she was not doing very well, and so he wanted to make sure she was okay, which is very kind.
Yes, he's a very kind
person.
person.
And he said he really respects her and really has a lot of affection for her in his heart.
He took her to McDonald's. There's video of her at a McDonald's in Pakistan. You saw that?
I did see
Did you
that.
see her McDonald's? Oh, so you saw her McDonald's order, but you didn't
I didn't see her McDonald's order. I saw her in a McDonald's. Why? Why are you attacking me?
Because this is news. Onijah is a hero. She is my hero. She is everyone's hero. She is the people's hero.
Okay, I'm sure you're on the right side of history about
She's
this.
a hustler.
I don't disagree with you at all.
Yeah. She's from New York. She's from Brooklyn.
No, I think that's great.
Yeah.
Would love to talk to her sometime. It'd probably be rough. You'd probably be best friends with her.
I'd probably be best friends with her, smoking a cigarette with her.
My God. That's not good for your health.
Not good for your health at all, but yeah, that's what she was doing in Dubai.
I mean, I've smoked cigarettes before.
Yeah.
I sound like a really cool kid right now.
Ooh.
I've smoked
cigarettes before.
I did a couple times. Well,
Did they make you cough?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I smoked one in our backyard.
What? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
I mean, I know, Michael. There's nothing that you could say that would, you know. We were talking about when you cat sat for us when we went to Italy.
Oh, yeah.
There's some things that happened in our home that, you know, I really was not. I've never.
Don't ask me to home sit for you. I will cross the line.
Yes.
I will cross the line if I home sit for you.
I've told my therapist, because this morning my therapist was like, it seems like you are a great pet person. Like, you really should have a pet. And I was like, I am. And I was like, but we travel a lot, and so it's kind of something that I have to do. And she was like, well, what about your brother? And I said, no. No. Never again. She goes, understood.
I loved when Kittery was alive. Oh, I had a time.
Okay. Something that I wanted to chat about was Norm from the New Yankee Workshop.
Oh, why?
Because I don't remember. I just have him down here. So maybe we can...
I just remember, well, now you are married to Norm. You are married to a Norm from the New Yankee Workshop, from your obsession with Norm from the New Yankee Workshop when you were a child.
Yeah, when I was 4, I used to watch this show, The New Yankee Workshop, all the time. And if you're...
unfamiliar.
An older human, maybe you remember Norm from This Old House, and he had his own show called The New Yankee Workshop. And he was a woodworker and built furniture, and I just really enjoyed watching him build furniture.
And now we're literally sitting on chairs made by your woodworker husband.
Yeah. So maybe I'm just a master at manifesting.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
yeah.
I just manifested the shit out of getting my own Norm.
Yes.
And right now he really, really looks like Norm.
He does. He has the beard.
Like, right now it's quite significant.
Yeah.
I don't know why I have that on there. I also have Shaka Khan.
Oh, you didn't know about Shaka Khan's meditations that she does on TikTok?
Yes, I didn't.
Ooh.
Are you okay? If you need a sip of something, go ahead.
I'm good. So, Shaka Khan's she does a full moon meditation and a new moon meditation on TikTok. And in the search results, it's like, is Shaka Khan a witch? Is in the search results
yes.
of TikTok.
I really love that. And we were listening to Shaka Khan over the weekend.
Yeah.
Because Michael... Well, no, you didn't come down for Valentine's Day. You came down the day after Valentine's Day, and we were just listening to stuff and playing and listening to music, and Shaka Khan came on, and we were like, yes!
Yeah.
Because we have a deep love for Shaka Khan. I mean, who doesn't? And if you don't, I'm judging you.
Severely.
Michael, you kept thinking that whenever Madonna came on, that I was like,
because you're gay, you like Madonna, right?
That's what I
thought. Like, it was all these 80s throwbacks, like Madonna's 80s hits, and then she would go, Michael! And I would be like, what? Is it because I'm gay that I would like this song?
It's not because you're gay. It's because I know that we grew up listening to
Madonna's
the
80s
greatest
hits. Yeah.
And so I love Madonna, and I love that album of her greatest hits.
Well, I love her actual albums, like True Blue.
Okay.
And I used to have
you're
her.
aggressive.
Today I am aggressive.
During today's episode.
I think I haven't eaten. I think I'm a little hangry, so I gotta take care of that after this episode.
I asked you if you were ready to do this, and you said yes, and now I'm feeling attacked. Because everything I bring up, you're like, So, sorry I'm not listening to the entire Madonna discography.
Yeah, Bedtime Stories is our Aunt Catherine's favorite album.
I bring up Madonna for you being gay when you're correcting me and saying that you've actually listened to Madonna's entire discography.
I haven't listened to her entire discography, but I've listened to her albums.
So have I.
Yeah.
You're just assuming that I haven't.
I remember being a little gay, preteen and buying American Life. Mm-hmm. At a Circuit City.
Oh my God.
Circuit City, yeah.
A circuit.
And I was so embarrassed to buy the album, but I was like, I'm going to do it. I want to listen to this album.
Yeah. Michael, your birthday is this week.
I know I'm turning 35 and I'm really not happy about it, but I am happy about it, but I'm also dreading it. I don't know. I have a lot of feelings about turning 35.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, and I feel like my 30s have been great. I haven't told you, but I am going to actually have some of my pieces. I should be having some of my pieces shown at a museum in Mexico.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, prints of my pieces, because he got back to me with the shipping information too late. But it's going to be at the Museo de Nogales. Yeah.
Michael!
Yeah, but it's not set in stone yet. It's if he has the time to do the prints, which he probably does. But it's looking like my pieces will be shown. And they're Bollywood pieces. They're pieces of Bollywood stars. It's a cinema exhibition.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I didn't tell you that, but, I'm okay, if that does happen, if he does make the prints of it and they're in the museum, then I'm international, baby!
That is so cool!
Yeah!
Yay!
You're clapping.
Oh, yeah. Everybody clap! Michael, I'm so proud of you. That is something that's been so amazing to see, is, your art expanding and getting into magazines and print and in a gallery, and just seeing you be interviewed. And
oh yeah, I was recently interviewed.
Yeah,
that was cool, but it was for a blog. It's not anything
so
cool,
though.
Crazy. No, it's cool, but it's not anything too crazy. On my let's just say on my mood board for 2025, I have really well established publications on my mood board.
Yeah.
But, I'm not holding my breath. I'm going to just do the grunt work of working in small publications.
I think it'll be wonderful, and I think you're going to get everything you want and more.
Oh, thank you. You too.
But for your birthday, what are you looking forward to doing on your birthday?
I'm so the same. It's been the same story, but I really hope we can get Thai food.
Oh.
Can we get Thai food at, there was that place that's closer in, New Paltz.
Yeah, we can check it out.
We can check out that one because it's closer than Albany, right?
Yes, but there's also one in Rhinebeck that we went to one time.
Yeah, but they didn't have that good Thai. It was really spicy and it was good, but the Thai teas were weak.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah, so on my birthday, I've been always having Thai food and a tres leches cake for the last several birthdays.
Great combination.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, is there anything looking back on, because by the time this comes out, you're going to be 35.
I know, oh my God.
Is there anything looking back on 34 that really stands out for you?
A lot stands out, but honestly, this year was a really good year. It was my first time exhibiting my work.
Yeah, really cool.
In a gallery.
Yeah.
And I was featured in ultimately 8 publications.
So cool. And you did that from putting yourself out there.
Yeah, I had to put myself out there. No publications approached me. I had to actively pursue the opportunities.
Yes, which I love. That's super cool. And that's super brave of you and awesome. Anything else that is a big highlight for you?
Moving.
Having my sister come and visit me all the time.
The highlight is honestly moving. I feel like we live in a much better area, even though it's Antarctica with all the snow we've been getting. Literally, Central New York. Anyone who is listening from Central New York, honestly, how crazy this winter has been.
It's wild.
It's wild. Just even in Syracuse, even if you live in Syracuse, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But I am so grateful that we live in a bigger space.
Yeah.
That we live in a space with a lot of natural light, and it's really elevated our mood, and it's really been able to bring me. It's been a nice working space. I've been really able to work a lot in that space in a short amount of time.
Yeah, you know who it's also calmed down is Jezebel.
Jezebel has calmed down. Jezebel, Mom's cat.
Jezebel is our mother's cat. She's a really thick queen.
She's a thick queen. She's got a booty. She's juicy.
She does have a booty, and she is an orange cat, and she is nasty. She's been a little bitch for a while, and she used to be really nice in California. She was a California
When she lived
girl.
in California, she was the sweetest thing.
Snuggly. She fell asleep on you. She'd come up and snuggle.
She'd come up on your chest and purr.
And now
but then this
bitter.
move across the country just
now
changed
she's
her.
Bitter.
She's a bitter old bitch.
Yep. And I know that our mom is screaming at the TV right now.
Yes, she
watching
is.
This.
Yes, she is.
But
She's
you
so
need
defensive.
to hear this, Leslie.
I don't care if she's your best friend or if she's your baby.
Yeah, she's mean.
She's mean. And your grandson was scared to share the same bed as her. She was there and she was being docile, and your grandson was like, she needs to leave.
And he said, get her off the bed.
Get her off the bed.
And I said, Michael, take.
And I didn't want to. I was like, really, Liam? You're being OD. But then I got it because it's Jessie. Because
if he put his foot near her the wrong way, she'd swipe at him, and he'd be scared, and he wouldn't want to sleep in Grandma's bed anymore.
Yeah.
So, even though she's still not that nice, she's gotten nicer than she was.
She watches Real Housewives of Potomac with me.
She really does. It's incredible. And
that's the only show she comes out for. She's like, is Real Housewives of Potomac on? Are we going to watch it? It's her favorite show.
Has she done that?
She's done it twice.
Incredible.
And then she's come out and watched TV and been like, what the fuck is this? I'm going.
This is not my story. Okay.
Yeah, this is not my show.
Yeah.
Once you get my show on, then I'll come back on.
We are a little over a month away from our trip to Dollywood.
We are.
When this airs, we are literally a month
away from our trip to Dollywood. And I'm nervous because all of these plane crashes that have been going on. I can't stop
thinking about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are we going to die on the way to Dollywood? Are we going to die on the way?
I don't want to die in Tennessee.
Fuck no.
No.
Oh my God. And listen. Elon, I'm going to be pissed at you.
Yeah. It's a 2-hour flight. We should be okay. Knock on wood that it's a good flight, because I don't want to be a headline. I don't want to have to evacuate a plane in Tennessee.
No, I'm going to go to my Airbnb. I want to sleep, and then the next morning I want to wake up and go to Dollywood. And I want to eat the cinnamon bread, and I want to go on roller coasters and have the best time of my life.
Yes.
Okay.
No. You're justified. I'm angry too. And I'm glad that you've been thinking about it, because I've been seeing the plane. I'm glad we're on the same page.
I'm so anxious.
We are so our mother's children. And she was also saying, maybe you guys should drive.
I know.
Maybe you guys should drive.
I definitely thought about it. I was like, what if we just drove all the way to Dollywood?
It's a 12-hour drive.
And that was going to be the first option. So we
were going to go on a road trip.
Yeah, so we could cut costs. And we are flying Delta and United. And they have had some issues.
They're the notorious airlines that always have an issue.
But it's cheaper.
It is cheaper.
it was cheaper to fly than to drive in some respects. And so, but now, as we're nearing our trip, I'm like, okay, let's just keep an eye on this.
It's concerning.
It's awful.
Yeah.
And I am thinking of everyone who's been involved in those crashes and their families, and it's awful and embarrassing. Our country is so embarrassing right now. Embarrassing. I know we're having fun and
we've done this before.
It's so embarrassing. It's
I am just literally, I am just going, it's like my life right now, I'm just going la 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 and just having fun, even though all this destruction is around us right now.
But it's probably not the best thing for us to do. We should probably be engaged, because I think millions of people are doing the exact same thing we are and looking at things and going, okay, oh my God. And then nobody's actually fighting against these things.
You know who I'm getting my news from? Ellen's stories.
Oh.
Ellen's been very
Shout
political.
out to Ellen.
Shout out to Ellen again.
Episode
MVP. Podcast MVP Ellen.
We love you, girl.
I love your stories, girl.
They're informative and
very
funny.
Informative and funny, and I love them. And honestly, they have been keeping me going. And there's a lot of other people who have been posting stuff that's been informative, and that's just how I've been getting my news. And on TikTok a little bit, but I will swipe a little bit if it's just too much.
I go into it in depth and listen to podcasts and all that stuff because I want to be informed.
Yeah, it's important.
It's important, and it's dire, and it's shocking. Nobody is literally going in and arresting Elon Musk. It's wild.
It is wild that he hasn't been arrested.
It's wild to see that has not happened yet. It's awful.
He should be deported.
Okay. Anyway, I just think you should be arrested for breaking literally every law.
Yeah.
And if you disagree, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. This is not for you. Why are you listening to us? This is
we know who this podcast is for?
We don't know who this podcast is for, but we know who it's not for.
And that's you.
Yeah.
So I am counting down the days to Dollywood.
Yeah, even though it may be our last days.
Michael, you know about my relationship with Dad.
I know, your relationship with Dad is fine. Even though I'm really surprised you're the one who brought up the anglerfish, because, honestly, given your relationship with Death, I'm very concerned about this obsession with you being on anglerfish talk.
She was a beautiful light in this world, and she...
Was she?
Yes.
Okay.
Just because she's ugly doesn't mean she doesn't deserve love.
Inner beauty, yeah.
Michael.
That's what matters.
Well, over the next month, I'm very excited because I have stuff coming up with friends.
Yeah.
And then we have Dollywood, and that'll be really fun. So.
And I am just so grateful because even though I know winter will last until April.
Yeah.
Especially where I live, the last snowfall is going to be in April.
Because that groundhog said it's here to stay.
Yeah, it's not just that. Well, because that groundhog, let me tell you,
he's reliable.
Yeah,
there's a reason why he does it every year.
I am just grateful for the spring equinox. That's that is every woo-woo person's New Year's.
Oh,
that's the beginning of the astrological New Year.
Oh.
So, I'm looking forward to March 21st, which is the spring equinox, and I am looking forward to 38 degrees is warm to me now. I saw that it was going to be 38 degrees next week in the high 30s, and I was actually looking forward to it.
Where you guys are?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And where you are, it's going to be in the 40s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Balmy.
Ooh.
Patio weather.
Yes.
I honestly hope some of the snow melts for you guys.
Yeah, I hope it melts too.
Because it's crazy.
It's crazy. It was up to Mom's knees.
That's wild.
She kept falling, and I felt so bad because her neighbors had to help her there, but she was the one who wanted a break.
She did send you here.
Yeah, she sent me here. She was the one who wanted a break.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she deserves a break, but also just, this is an important lesson as we're wrapping up, I think. State what you need. Just say your needs, if you need something, just say it, verbalize
Be transparent.
it. Yeah.
Transparency is just really key.
Yeah.
And even if people get mad at you for being transparent with other people.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
You deserve to ask for what you want. Okay, on that note, anything else, Michael?
I have anything else for you?
Oh, my husband, now you've been able to witness in person how much my husband wants to go out for coffee.
Yes.
And how much he always wants a little sweet treat.
He wants a little sweet treat. That's what he is, sweet treat.
He constantly wants a treat.
Yesterday, we got 4 pints of ice cream, right? Yeah. And a quart. We got 3 pints of ice cream and a quart of ice cream for Liam. Yeah. That Liam picked out.
Yeah.
And I saw someone at the grocery store looking at us up and down.
Because our baby was there at 8 p.m.
Our baby was there at 8 p.m. holding a big thing of sherbet.
Sherbet, yep.
And we were all holding pints, and he was just looking at us.
He liked us, because I was like, hey, baby, you got your ice cream, and he had a little smile. So.
Oh, he had a little smile? Yeah. Oh, okay. He liked us.
Life is meant to be lived. Take your baby for ice cream at the grocery store.
And that was his second
ice cream that day.
Of that day.
Yeah.
Because Daddy has been into treats so much.
It cures his anxiety for a moment.
That's good.
Caffeine and treats.
Maybe that's why Mom has been just pounding down sugar. It cures her anxiety.
Clearly. Yeah. She needs the hit of dopamine.
Yeah.
Don't we all? Okay, once again, we filled up a memory on one of our phones. So if you're watching this, we're at a bit of a different angle.
Yes.
I apologize. But we're wrapping up the show anyway.
Anyways, it's been like almost an hour.
But we're grateful for you listening and being here with us.
And also, if you can rate us or review us.
Yeah, you're smart. Yeah.
We would really appreciate that. We just want at least 1 rating on Spotify.
Yeah, if you can go to Spotify and Apple Podcasts and give us a rating and a written review and subscribe to our YouTube and follow us on Spotify.
Yeah, if you enjoy us.
Yeah. Engagement online is really great for getting more views. So we'll try it out and see how it goes. Thank you for asking, Michael. All right, we love you all. Thank you for watching Mom and Ellen, and we really appreciate it. And thank you for listening, Mom and Ellen.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next time on Synchronicity. Bye.
Bye.